Hello and welcome to Word from Your Mother. This is the third reading of the day, and it's going to be a Just the Facts, Ma'am, and the only difference is it's just your regular 5-card energy reading, just like the usual suspects, except that these two decks have been altered. There are no court cards in them or any major arcana. Everything else is unaltered, and dude may appear here or up here, but the idea behind this spread is for me to get a look at just you and what you're thinking and what you're doing, right? That we come back over here and I see very much that because underneath your underlying cards is vanity and the Ace of Cups and to rise above, to airplane, to leave, to RUNNOFT, because it's very much all about you. Let's see, it says travel, long distance, to overcome, to rise up, freedom, no boundaries, breaking free, in control, things work out, taking off, to leave it all behind, to get your internal guidance system back online, right? So things maybe been kind of haywire. And now you have a strong passion, you have a strong inclination for self-love and self-care, and leaving it, and putting it behind. So now we got worried. Did you do the right thing? Put your faith in God. You just gotta. Did God tell you do it? Are you relying on God? Did you? Here we go. And then we have the Two of Pentacles and a bird cage. So you freed yourself. You stopped. It takes two, and you're breaking up. You freed yourself. Possessive, codependent, clinging, restless, oblivious, controlled, to sing anyway, to want freedom, without consent, dominion, watched, hostage, confined, jealous, trapped, and a predator. Okay, well, which one are you? Well, you're the other one. There's no middle ground here, okay, because it's you and them, the Two of Pentacles. So you're worrying about it, sweating it. Did you do the right thing? You have faith that you did, but you freed yourself. Did I really do myself a favor here? Okay, I'm free, but now I'm starving. You know, that kind of idea. Things you must consider. Right now what's going on is fight, 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 fight. But you're hanging in there because you think there's some purpose to all of this. Why would you be? But you could be holding yourself back from your destiny, like to distract yourself. You're afraid to come out of that cage, afraid to put yourself first, but forced to take a leap of faith. You're not really strong in it. Constantly questioning yourself. And then we got the Four of Cups. Oh, you have fallen out of love. The honeymoon is over. Summer, waxing quarter, the mother within 3 to 6 months. Okay, when I get a time card, I always go ahead and get another one. And since I've turned that over, I'll be taking it from over here. And you got your head stuck in the sand. Avoidance, closed-mindedness, refusing to face reality, evade feeling threatened, fake out, inhibit, fear-based thinking, steering, clear, run for cover, just a conspiracy theory. You're trying to act like everything's okay, but it's not. And we have a time card of summer, which is pretty much now. Waxing quarter, the mother, within 3 to 6 months. 2. What is that, the High Priestess? I don't know what it is. I gotta learn my numbers. Okay, but you're not happy and you know it. And by summer, there will be no doubt of this by summer. But you got your head in the sand. You should have known. You should have known. There's something going on right now and you should know what it is, and you don't because you got your head stuck in the sand. And here we got the Six of Cups, a strong bond. You trust them implicitly. In the quest, because they're your partner. You feel like they're your partner. Are they your partner? Alright. Now we're going to clarify with these. Once again, there are no court cards or face cards in this deck. I mean, there's faces, but major arcana and court cards, that's what I meant. So you're sweating it. You don't believe in yourself. You're taking a leap of faith. Afraid you made the wrong decision. Went through this. Gone very defensive about it. Had to go through this alone. Had to take it on faith. And you were down too. Maybe you feel like God was your only friend. If anybody. You had to go through it alone. Terrible burden, and you went through it alone. Okay, this is in your past, so it's something you're coming out of. It's a terrible burden. You went through it alone, and you're afraid that you made the wrong decision. Because afraid to free yourself. But you did. 3 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands, and regrets. You're the one doing all the work for this happy, right? You're the one running over here off to the side, stepping and fetching, and you have serious regrets about this because you did a lot for this happiness. Well, it's something that you had to free yourself from. So I don't reckon it was too good. Possessiveness, codependency, clinginess, oblivious, controlled. Singing anyway, but wanting freedom. That's what I said, like what I said a while ago about that didn't hurt. Sometime today I said it. So you feel like a hostage, you're trapped. And all it is now is fight, but you're hanging in there because you're thinking there's something more. Destiny. What is the destiny? The destiny's killing you. The destiny is a short life. You did it to yourself. You've chosen your keeper. You chose your cage. That's why you look. It's a cage, but it's a luxurious prison, right? But it's still a cage, and you have regrets. What you traded for this wasn't worth it. Here's the codependent relationship. It's killing you, and you did it to yourself because you think y'all are soulmates or something. You think it's destiny. You hold yourself back in limbo, a plateau, a place you can hide, a place you can exist. Show me the 4 of Cups and having your head in the sand. Fight again. You're doing it. You're just distracting yourself from that didn't hurt. Telling yourself that you still want it when you don't. Just distracting yourself. So you make the decision. You do something different. You circumvent. Do you pull your head out of the sand and stop sabotaging yourself, and you finally come to the point where you do something? Because you have regrets. You have regrets about this happiness that you did all the work in. It was all your... You've been alone in this relationship, and to the point where it brought you down, and it wasn't ever what it was supposed to be. But it was still better than the great unknown. So, but you feel connected to it. You definitely connected to it. It's a prison, but you don't want to see it so, right? Because you think it's destiny. But see here, this is a prison too, because you did it to yourself. But it's a prison that you chose. So maybe the payoff in the long run used to be worth it, but there's something going on right now that you should know right now that's connected to that. But you got your head stuck in the sand, but your heart knows. And here we have regrets again, and second guessing yourself, and oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. The realization that you've been holding yourself back. And then here we have the 6 of Cups and Quest. You hold to him because you see the two of you are in this together. And you're on your partners. You're on a quest. You're with him. He's with you. 6 of Cups. Soulmates. You see your lives as intertwined. 6 of Cups. Betrayed by a soulmate. What's this all for? Money? Was this all for money? More for money than you knew, than you realized? Well, your resources were squandered. You have regrets about this happy. It may be you underestimated your value, or you didn't get what it was worth. And you're kind of happy with the idea of being single. You entertain it often. You think you'd be fine all by yourself. Or you fantasize about bigger adventures than you actually entertain. I'd say maybe you're not walking the walk so much as you like to think, and maybe you've backslid into some complacency that your heart really isn't into. Right? And then we got the 10 Pentacles on the bottom. It's convenient to be where you are, and you're into thinking about yourself, and you've got the money to do it. And maybe you're going to take a trip all by yourself here. You're okay with it. You're whether dude's in it or not, you're still on this quest, which may require your leaving, because it's all about you now. But at least you're feeling it. At least you're living it, right? And if you can do it, and you want to, why not? And then you rolled the Star Tarot, 78 stories, the Black Kitty Cats, and I picked this one because I wanted to, but I can't remember. The Broken Mirror. Well, alright, so what's the problem? That you got your head stuck in the sand. You hold on to him, you think it's soulmates, you think it's destiny. Head stuck in the sand, self-sabotage, holding yourself back. It should be all about you. Right? You should go. Say yes. Go. Stay or go. Stay or go. Afraid to leave the cage. 10 of Swords. You learn not to leave the cage. It's better in the cage. It's better in the cage. At least it's a cage of your choosing. That's what you think. Ace of Wands. Every time you stepped up, it went bad for you. That's why you choose the cage. Timid. Burnt by your own flame. Strength. A hard time learning lessons. A hard time learning lessons. Got your head stuck in the sand. Hard for you to well, you still choose it because you believe in yourself, but you've caged yourself. Are you at odds with yourself? Cause what once protected you has now is not with you're really not, you're ready to let go of that. It used to protect you, but you're ready to let go of it. It's not growing with you. It's the hole you've got your head stuck in, right? It ain't going anywhere. A hole is a hole is a hole. But you can pull your head out of it. And because you've already got regrets, but you're afraid you didn't do the right thing. A codependent relationship, a safe place. Princess of Pentacles, that would be the Page of Pentacles. So you want to work hard. You've grown. You've grown so much. You've outgrown this place. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Two planets orbiting each other, and one grows, the other does not. Puts you out of sync, out of rhythm, and you have to redefine who you thought was your soulmate and what you thought your destiny is, what you think your destiny is, and it's not. The cage door is open and you're afraid to fly because you tell yourself that you're where you should be and that you are not in a prison. But it's time for you to be going. A codependent, clingy relationship. One betrays the other. The blind leads the blind. But it's security for both of you. You'd be happy. And there's the wish card too. You'd be... you think that you'll be fine on your own. You're quite confident about it. And you'll go it alone. Three of Cups. Because life is for the living. And you celebrate life. You're not going to go down like that. All miserable and shit. Okay. And now we'll have 78 stories. Yeah. God. Wheel of Fortune. Well, you're fixing to do the unexpected. You know, karma gets as karma does. You're the tipping point. Seven of Wands upside down. Maybe you quit. Nobody expects you to quit. You never quit. Once you pull your head out of the sand. Eight of Pentacles reversed. Why is this like this? I don't know, but it's every which way. Alright. Eight of Pentacles reversed. So you quit trying. You quit trying. You do something unexpected. You quit. You quit trying. And you release it. You let it go. That's what you're getting ready to do. That's what you're thinking about. And free yourself. It's very much about you. Two of Pentacles. Again, this is like the 75th time today, right? Here's that. Here's that. And it was all over the earlier spreads too. You're going to drop him. You're going to drop it. You're not going to put in... You're not going to keep... You're the much bigger planet. He pulls you off balance. Three of Wands. You're trying to look toward your future. You're trying to go toward your future, but he's making you go around, and look, there it is. He's making you go around the endless loop-de-loop. You're trapped in his orbit, trapped in his world. Eight of Swords. Did it to yourself. Open your eyes. You need a bigger orbit. You need more. You need more. You've grown. Two of Cups. You need a peer. Maybe you'll get one. And here we had little black kitty cats. This is the hardest deck to see because it's the same. It's black and white on both sides. So you might see several flippers in here, and I go with it. I can't get rid of it. You know, I have no one to blame but myself and whoever designed this. But I like it. King of Swords. Ooh, harsh truths and clarity. Harsh truths and clarity. Seven of Swords. You may have concocted the perfect lie, or someone fed you what they thought was the perfect lie. But they won't win. They think they're going to win. Yeah, they think they're going to lie. All right. Someone thinks that they pulled the wool over your eyes, pretty much. That you have bought their line, hook, line, and sinker. Right? But you'll win in the end. Five of Pentacles. The betrayal becomes apparent. Okay, there's Five of Pentacles up there somewhere. Okay, this is someone thinks they pulled the wool over your eyes. The betrayal becomes apparent. The karma, that you get the good fortune. Look, you were fortunate enough to be able to design your own prison. But your keeper is now falling on harder times. You don't care, I don't think. Because we have betrayal. Pride. Won't ask for help. Eight of Swords. Did it to yourself. Won't ask for help because you did it to yourself and you know it. Eight of Pentacles. You're hard at work to make something. You're still trying to make something work that just, God, it's just not working. Ace of Pentacles. Help wasn't worth it. Wasn't worth it. You could use a miracle. It'd be nice to have a miracle. You need a miracle now. But whatever you had in the past is no longer serves you. Pull your head out of the sand. Because you're keeping yourself tied to a sinking ship because you think y'all are soulmates and it's destiny and that mojo kind of crap. You're deceiving yourself from fear-based thinking. King of Cups. Maybe you think you'll never find anybody. Okay, a whole bunch fell, and I only seen this one. So, oh, there's the Five of Pentacles again, upside down. The Eight of Swords, upside down. Okay, this is you freeing yourself from it and getting some distance from a betrayal. You thought he loved you, and he betrayed you. And time and distance has occurred. Judgment upside down. That would be a hard no. No, we cannot work this out. Did I make the right choice? Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. It's like a catastrophe when you finally see it, but then you can't once you see it, right? Four of Cups, you know it's not for you. Your heart's not in this anymore. And his love is not what he said it was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to say that. Well, I think you've had to change your mind. And you have to consider that you may have been fighting for something wholeheartedly that in the end is not what you wanted, and you've changed, if it ever was, I don't know. But you've had to make a massive change. You've had to take a leap of faith and break away from something that you thought you had all sewed up. But really, you were lying to yourself. You had your head in the sand. And this is kind of like, it's forward movement and into the great unknown. You're going to leave that cage. You're going to step out of that cage. Seven of Pentacles. Because it wasn't worth it. These are the thoughts you're having. So you release. You're done with it. And now here we're going to have a summary. We got the Ace of Wands. Oh, you're going to flame on. Because it wasn't worth it. Seven of Pentacles. You never got it back. You poured everything into it. You didn't get nothing back and it killed you. You're going to regain your balance with prayer. And maybe a little money. And this is going to be happening soon. The situation or event in question will develop or unfold very soon. And here we come back to summer. This could be happening right now. Be frugal with your money until you figure out what's going on. Okay? Keep your faith. God's going to match you. Knight of Pentacles upside down. Okay, I'll turn it. You know I didn't mean to do that, right? Well, okay, you're going to see movement from this man. Once you pull away, and because it wasn't worth it, once you flame on in your own behalf, once you stop letting this kill you, once you regain your balance, you're going to see movement from this man, and it's going to be happening soon. But you'll win.
Come on.
He wants you to look at him. He wants you to look at him. He doesn't like it when he doesn't have his audience. Maybe he thinks you're soulmates too. But you've fallen out with him. You don't want him anymore. And he thought he's as surprised as anyone, right? Maybe that's why the movement is so strong, because he thought that you all were in it together. And you were. But something's going to happen. I think it's raining. There's a request for renewal. Let's try again. And you say no because it wasn't worth it. I think. I don't know. You can say what you want. There's the Emperor. He sees it as the only sane answer is to take him back. And as far as that goes, you're crazy for trying to move on. Why would you ever want to leave him? He thinks he doesn't know what's going on. maybe his ego is what's going on. You know, but you will see movement from him when you try to leave. He doesn't want this relationship to change. He doesn't know that it's off balance because you've grown and he hasn't. You're the bigger one now and he's throwing you off balance. He's not aware that anything different is going on, right? His ego won't let him see it. Ooh, he thinks he's all that in a bag of chips, and you would be crazy to reject him. Fight, 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 fight. Fight and manipulation. And we have it here and here. So we have all five of swords up here. And maybe that's what you're letting go of, is because this is nonstop, this is stressful, and you can't get away from it. And here comes some unpleasant truths for dude. Dude don't want to hear it. Dude don't want to be accountable. Dude don't want to be called out, and that's exactly what's going to happen. You need to pull your head out of sand, girlfriend. You can't just run away. You can't just go hop on a plane and avoid this problem. I mean, you can, but it'll follow you like Peter Pan's shadow. Okay? It's best to deal with it. And it requires you're going to release this so that you can have your balance. And you'll be alright. You'll flame on your own. It wasn't worth it to begin with. Stay tight with God. Keep in your prayer. Because you've had to take a leap of faith. And it's very frightening. Afraid to step outside of this cage. Because you go without this. When you step outside of the cage, you reject the Ace of Pentacles. Okay? And this is happening soon. It's going to happen now. This is happening now. This is August. I can't believe it's August already. You know, on one hand, I think it's the light, this unmerciful light. I feel like time is moving very fast and very slow. But see, this is the slow. It's the illusion that everything is all right. Things are happening fast, happening soon. Everything's not all right. You keep tight with God. God's got your back. But you better pull your head out, sister. I mean, God can only do so much, right? But for real, there's something going on that you should be aware of. And you're not aware of it because you're trying to hide from it. A leap of faith. That's done. That part's done. We're on the other side of this now. But you still need to wisen up and do some damage control before this hurts you. Take steps to ensure that when you lose this, it doesn't hurt you. Bitch fire. Stand up for yourself. Jesus, I can't get a hold of it. Gray. Endings are inevitable. Let it go. When you stand up for yourself. Yeah, you gotta let this go. Tower. Step back. You don't want to get this on you. Storm. Every hurricane comes to an end. You're already through the worst of it. Now you're tidying up loose ends. I mean, I say now you're through the worst of it, but that doesn't mean you're really tidying up loose ends, because now you're through the worst of it kind of means you survived this. And there may be something really painful coming. The last goodbye. Once you see that this is a trap, you'll never be happy with it. You'll never be happy knowing that you sing in this cage and that nothing that you do is of any importance. Other than a possession of to never Live life on your terms. But this used to protect you. And you were happy. And you didn't mind doing all. You had regrets. But you did it for the right cause, you thought. And slowly it became a prison. I don't know what the delusion part is. But you had to take a leap of faith. And I think you had a couple of unpleasant truths of your own that you could not unsee. Look, there it is again. And you're not going to sabotage yourself anymore, but when you set yourself free, there will be a cost. There will be a cost. But it's worth it, isn't it? Life on your terms. To know what you think. To know where you stand. And that's what all this is about. It's all pro you. It's you instead of him. But that's when the man who doesn't move moves. When it's too little, too late, then, oh, I love you. But you want to escape it too. He doesn't want to be accountable, and you'll leave. Finally you'll do it. You'll leave. He'll never be accountable, and finally you'll have to pick it up for yourself. You'll have to flame on in your own behalf because he's just not capable of doing it. But he built a lovely, lovely cage. And he gave you everything that you said you wanted. And he doesn't know what's going on. But he should. He should. Because y'all been manipulating each other back and forth for a long time, and he uses that. Look what I did for you. He uses it as leverage. He leveraged the fuck out of it. He leveraged the value out of it. You no longer care. It's not worth it. And it looks like here I go again on my own. Can we have a sneak peek at... Well, we had the hangman on the bottom, and here I go again. Show me here I go again on my own. Show me a bright solo star. A life that's alive and feels like it's alive. Someone who recovers and moves on. Show me the belief in yourself. And what's coming that we don't know about. A brand new beginning, a brand new belief, love of yourself. Ace of Swords. You give yourself the truth. What more real love can there be than to allow yourself to know the truth? See, you sabotage yourself with all these fives here. And now you're going to give yourself the truth, which is you see through this game. Justice. You're going to have fairness for you. You're going to leave the cage. Seven of Cups. You've got so many things that you want to do. And you don't have to ask. This is karma. This is possible, just like there's good choices, there's bad choices here too. So you want to look at, and some of these aren't even real, okay? And some of these are old behavior. And do yourself justice, and don't run off half-cocked doing the ADHD bullshit. When you give yourself the truth, have the decency to stand by it. Not decency, but walk the walk. When you talk the talk, you got to walk the walk. And you're gonna. There you are, swinging that sword. I mean, it's justice. Temperance, the momentous moment of now. All your life has been led to this moment. Your entire life for this moment. Your moment of now. When you leave this cage, a new life starts for you again. Soon. Soon. There's Nine of Cups, there's Nine of Cups. Make a wish twice. The world, it's over. Wish yourself happiness and health. You've got 2 wishes. Happiness and health. But happiness and health is happiness and health. None of these wishes. Spirit wants to give you what you ask for. Spirit wants to give you the luck that you deserve. The look at me that you deserve. You're the one that's holding yourself off with this self-sabotage and the fight. Disengage from the fight. You're going to have to go no contact if this is a person that you're trying to break away from. Because you're trying to move forward and they're holding you back. And you're not giving yourself, I mean, once you know the truth, but yet you stay in there going like pretending you're happy because you think you're soulmates and there's no other options, what's that do to you inside? And Spirit's not going to give you, none of your wishes are going to come true. Nothing's going to get any better. That's where I was headed. Okay? Until you to know the truth but not act on it is to stay in the cage with the door open, which is really insidious because you do it to yourself. So we have the world, an ending, a new beginning. You may escape, you may run around, or you in NOFT, you may not be accountable either. You may disappear. When you exit that cage, you may disappear and never be seen again. And it's all blue skies then for you. That'd probably be the best thing you could do, is just be to break it off completely. Cold turkey. That's the best way I quit drinking? Well, that's not true. I cold turkeyed about 100 times. But I quit smoking pretty much like that. I may have had 1 or 2 failures and then I just quit. And I knuckled it out. I did without until it didn't bother me anymore. Until I didn't think of it anymore. And this is happening soon. Truth is coming to you. Okay. I'll see you soon.